It should be starting. There we go.
There we go.
My screen. All right.
All right. This is the Mayor Manager meeting on October 12th at 8:35. In the Teams room are Linda Olson, Nathaniel Sierra, Shawn Lewis, Stephanie Carlisle, Tamara Niles, and Tim Dodd.
Can you make that a little bit bigger? Do you know?
Oh, heck. Let's see here. Challenging my skills here.
I need a magnifying glass.
I think I can read these now that I've made a big screen. So,
sorry.
Oh, you're perfect.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
So we are on October 18th. No?
Yep.
Yes, October 18th. We have a study session on our diversity, equity, inclusion plan. Kind of a kickoff actually to that. The council will meet with that group before our staff committee does. So it'll be a good grounding for everybody. And then we have on October 18th, a resolution for Bureau of Reclamation grant application. And then we have a recognition of Will Charles and Eric Sampson for passing the AICP exam. And then this will also be where you'll proclaim October as it's community planning month. And then we have, let's see, did we put timeframes to that first study session item, Stephanie?
I think so. Let's do that.
You can go back to the top, Stephanie.
Well, we have an hour for it, right?
Oh, that's right.
So how much? I mean, it really depends. How much time do you want?
Tim, did you talk to the Equity Project about how much time they would be presenting?
Yeah, I think the presentation, they said it would be about 10 to 15 minutes, and then as much time as council wants for questions.
Okay. Yeah, why don't we make that at the full 15 minutes, and then however much time council needs for discussion.
What are they going to present, do you think, that will prompt discussion?
Go ahead, Tim.
So they're basically presenting the why of why an organization would do a DEI plan. And then they're also going to talk a little bit about kind of the what of how they're going to go about it. Shawn and I saw their principal, who unfortunately wasn't available on Monday, present at a conference a few weeks ago. And we thought she did a really phenomenal job. So she'll basically, this presenter I met with last week, and she's going to define terms like equity and inclusion, talk a little bit about their past work, and kind of talk a little bit about findings that they have from other cities, and why this is important. So just given past council discussions on the topic, we didn't know if there would be, substantial discussion related to that.
Sounds like a great presentation.
Yeah.
I don't know, half-hour discussion? What do you think, Nathaniel?
Yeah, I was thinking about half hour.
If it takes longer, it's fine.
All right, sounds good. And
Just real quick, so that's the only item, study session item, correct?
correct.
Yes, correct.
And then we have, do we want to put that resolution for the Bureau of Reclamation to convert flat meters to metered meters on consent? I kind of say no, that's pretty new.
No, because it's been such a contentious, I mean, this has taken my entire 12 years, the entire 12 years for us to actually make a huge commitment to this.
Well, I think the people on flat meters are starting to realize they would pay less if they were on regular.
Well, all the stuff that went out said that all the time, but it just, I think people are starting to realize cut. Yeah, so some people, when they buy their house, it doesn't happen either, and I don't know why that is. That's supposed to be when it happens, but then they realize it. but that's great. Yeah, don't put that on consent.
You can
Okay.
scroll down. Okay,
Yeah, sorry about that.
it's okay. And then
I think we
we've
left
got a
off here.
contract. We've got an award of contract for custodial services at city facilities. This is okay, yeah, this is the new RFP. We've been doing amendments to that for a while. So this is a brand new one. And
Would that be on consent?
we do award this every year. It is bigger this year. So Daniel, Linda, what do you think?
I have no guess. We had like 8 pulled off or 7, something like that.
Well, I was gonna say, I think this may get pulled off regardless.
Okay.
Let's leave it off then.
Wait, is this is just the RFP, right?
Well, we're awarding
No,
the contract. We did the RFP earlier.
Yeah, because I think we talked about this last week. So yeah, let's take it off of consent.
Okay.
All
And
right.
then oh, go ahead. Did somebody have something?
Nope.
Okay, and then renewal of contract for TerraCare. This is for Eve Landscaping and Ground Maintenance. This is an annual. We do. Oh, but someone put it on, put no already on that one. I would think this one would be yes.
I can change it.
Yeah, check with Maria first, but to me, this one would be, we do this every year and then modify it a couple of times. And then award of contract for the Windermere street bike lanes and citywide crosswalk markings. So that's for new crosswalks and bike lanes. And this has been marked to yes for consent. Thoughts on that?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, did you move to the range law?
Oh, no, sorry. I was asking Nathaniel and Linda about the Windermere street bikes and citywide crosswalk markings. They want that on consent. It's marked that it could be. Is that your desire?
I don't know why we wouldn't, but
I'll take silence as consent.
yeah, I
No pun intended.
put it on consent. Yeah.
Yeah, I would put it on consent.
All right, and then approve change order to increase the dollar amount of the purchase order for range law. Everybody want it?
We put consent question mark because this is the contract for Employment Law Council, and it's exceeding $100,000. But this was for services provided before I was city attorney. The last services provided were through July for issues requested of them prior to when I started. So it's high, but they've already done the work. And so this is seeking approval to pay what's already been billed, plus a little bit of extra, but I don't anticipate we'll have much, if any, in addition. So that's why we put question mark on consent.
No, I think you should leave it off consent. If there's when there's a change like that and when the work's been done and then we have to pay it because it's over, that's when it gets pulled.
Mhm.
Because the question will be, why didn't we know about this before it went over?
And I think the answer to that is because there was no city attorney.
Yeah.
Employees were just contacting them directly.
Yeah.
Next, we have the approval of budget ordinances 1 through 5. And
We said those could go on consent, correct?
oh, I think those were 7-0 votes.
They
weren't
were all 7 no's for the budget. So we can put them all on consent.
Okay.
Great. And then CB40 IGA with Mile High Flood District, Little Red Creek. That's the rechannelization of that. And then CB42 adopt an ordinance for the approval of the Fifield Eaglewood Station PUD. And that's on second reading. What was the vote on that one? That
We
was
didn't
all.
put it was 6-2 or 5-2, I think. CB40.
CB40, I believe, was 7-0, and so if so, we will put that on consent, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I
Okay.
just didn't. I'm always used to seeing the yes go up there, and I forgot you can't do that. Or you're not doing. Okay.
This is the rest of the budget ordinances there, so I'm not sure.
Yeah,
why
all those can be on consent. Then Fifield is not on.
Yes,
Right.
correct.
And then stormwater rate increase, first reading, this is the plan. Well, I don't remember the percentage on this, but it is the plan one. And then CB 49, parks rules and regulations regarding off-leash dog privileges is first reading. And then CB 51, sewer utility rate ordinance. And CB 52, sewer rate utility fees ordinance. September, and then that's the end of October 18th. Ready to move on to October 25th?
Yep.
All right, we have a study session for the September monthly financial report. Timeframes are entered there. And then this is your training for new equipment in council chambers and in the community room. Do that as kind of a 30-minute or so study session. And
That's it. That's all we have so far for study sessions on that day.
excuse me. And then November 1st, code next update for Title 16. And November, also several November 1st, 2022 consolidated fee schedule. And motion to approve a contract with AEC West for supplemental building plan review and inspections. Motion approving MOU between the city and the EDDA. Any questions on these? Ordinance amending municipal court regarding alcohol consumption. Right, moving on to,
Do we want to decide consent on those or just wait?
oh, thank you.
So I'm sorry, we're doing 11-1. There we go.
Yeah, so on the MOU between the city and EDDA, looks like that one's going to be, we need council to advance some funding to EDDA to pay their portion of the CDOT grant, but we'll be reimbursed by CDOT for that amount. But
I think we put that on regular, not on consent. It's the first time we've had to do something with them, and right?
Mhm.
I think E EDDA 2 plans to present on what the improvement is. Their design or at least their preliminary design for the Paseo and crosswalk.
Great.
All right.
Do
So
we want to
that's
go
all.
back up to the code next is a study session, but then the resolution for the consolidated fee schedule, do you want that on consent?
Which one is
This one right here, consolidated fee schedule.
It's all the miscellaneous fees. It's a much longer list, but it's significant. You know, everything from parks fees to community development to water, or, no, not tap fees, but community development fees, et cetera.
Well, we talked about this during the budget cycle, so I would put it on consent.
Okay.
Great.
If you're in agreement with the.
Yeah, that's fine. I think it might get pulled, but that's okay.
Mhm.
We did talk about it.
All right. And then on November 8th, we have council orientation. And that will take the whole session for that. And then council requested a study session for on Eve. Tamara, does our outside counsel, assuming you're in touch with them, maybe, do you know if they're on track for this study session?
Yes, but they know that that's when it's on the schedule. I told them that if it does need to be moved back, we can, but they are currently researching all of the issues.
Great. And then we have a study session on the walk and wheel plan and the updates that we have a consultant doing to update that plan. And then a resolution for acceptance of lane dedication from CDOT with regard to land on the south side of US 285. And
Where
study-
is that exactly again? What's across the street?
I think this is part of the Broadway project.
Yeah,
but
it is. But then where, I mean, we, that homeowner we gave
Oh,
land
no, it's
to.
not. I'm sorry. No, it's not. This is on the north side of CubeSmart, where
Oh,
there's been this no
yes.
man's land that CDOT owned, and they are conveying it to us, and we'll be using that for the ped bridge that'll be built there.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, great.
And then,
Say, don't put that on consent just to inform people. It's kind of, it's an interesting acquire, right? I don't know. I'm gonna fill up your meeting on the 15th, Nathaniel.
oh, this won't be meeting, Linda.
It'll be a
What?
big procedural meeting.
No. I was just saying, Linda, this won't be your meeting, will it?
It'll be my last one, so I won't be doing any, I mean, it'll be right before. No, you're right. It won't be, I won't be presiding, except at the very beginning.
And then we have an October monthly financial report on November 22nd, East City USA on December 6th, supplemental spending plan for ARPA on December 6th, motion to approve transit shuttle operations with MB Transportation. And then on December 20, we have a November monthly financial report. Boarding commission interviews will be January 10th, new boarding commission appointments, January 17th. And then preliminary monthly financial report, January 24th. February 7th, we'll have a public hearing on the new walk and wheel plan. And on March 7th, we'll have Inglewood Trolley update and future planning. June 15th, framework agreement for Eleanor. And then I think for any questions on agenda?
None?
Nothing.
And then
I will have an addition. I filled out the agenda item, but maybe with Jade being gone, it hasn't been uploaded yet. But the opioid settlement MOU has to be approved and submitted by November 5th. So I requested it be on the November 1 agenda for a resolution. And I'll plan to do a presentation on it as well.
Okay.
And that prompts my question about the executive session. Do you see that coming back soon or?
At this time, we've taken it off the plan. And I contacted Peter Benray last night to see how we wanted to move forward, given the research I'd completed.
Okay.
So I don't know that it will come back,
Okay,
but definitely not in the short term.
okay, okay.
All right, and then there were a couple of study session items. Tamara or Tim, can you go over yours?
Which items?
Well, Rita had one that I'm trying to open OneNote. I took a note on it.
In council requests?
You're talking about council requests,
Oh, sorry, I'm already
Request,
on council requests, yeah.
studies. We're calling them study session items.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, that's what confused me. Councilmember Russell had requested information regarding the city housing board, how accountable it is to the city and to HUD, and the city council's oversight of that.
And then Tim, did you get any? That may be the one I'm thinking of.
Tamara, there's
I didn't get any additional ones.
there's quite a bit of information on that from a while back that City Attorney McKinney Brown did on that as well. So you might find it was a council request before too, but it may not be all of what was being asked for.
Okay, I will look it up. Thank you.
All right, I think that's all we have.
Great. All right. Remember anything else, Nathaniel? from
No,
us?
nothing for me.
Okay. I don't either. I think that was it. All right. It's 8:55 a.m. and the mayor manager agenda setting meeting is adjourned. Have a good day, everybody.
Take care.
Too.
Bye.